Okay, so today I'm making an easy sausage skillet supper. Just found a random recipe. I had some sausages and I didn't know what to do with them, so I just looked up a recipe and I found this one. So I got everything set up here. I got my butter in the pan, and I'm gonna put my onion, my half onion, in here. I'm gonna let it sizzle a little bit before I add the sausage. I was going to put money pads all over the house. So we got that under control. So I'm going to add some garlic. I'm going to add some spices while the onion's in here. I'm just going to put a little bit in. I'm going to take a picture of my spices so you know what I'm putting in. I'm going to try out this smoky roasted tomato. This one sounds interesting. It might go well with the sausages. So I'm just going to cook my onions a bit before I add the sausages in. So I just let the onion sizzle a little bit. Brings out the flavor. Okay, so while that's going, I'm gonna add my sausages in now. I just got any kind of sausages. There's about 8 sausages cut up. I'm just gonna let them sizzle in here. My eyes are burning from the onion. Gosh. So I'm just gonna cook these a little bit until they're a little bit brown. I'm just not going to overcook them though while they're cooking in here. So now that I got my sausages nice and a bit browned, I'm going to add the rest of the stuff in. So I'm just going to add the 3/4 cup of water, but I'm going to cheat. I'm going to add stock. I'm going to add vegetable broth. So I'm just going to sprinkle just a little bit in the bottom there. Add the water. Give it a little mix around. So I have this on a medium heat, about medium 6 or 7 there. I'm gonna add that in there. Now I'm gonna add in my cream of celery. So I think I'm just going to add 1 can, but we'll see how this goes. I might have to add another one. I'm going to add my mushrooms. I got 2 cans of mushrooms. I use canned stuff when I'm out of fresh mushrooms. These are a pain in the butt to get out of there. Okay, so now I'm going to mix this around a little bit. And while you're cooking this too, if you have a rice maker, you can cook your rice on the side and start your rice first when you first start this recipe. And then when you're done the recipe, you can just throw your rice right in there, or if people don't want grains and stuff like that, you can just do without. You can just eat this without pasta. So now I'm going to add in this, so I'm going to measure it. I guess I should probably measure it, so we're all on the same page. I was just going to pour it in there. Okay, so that's what I thought. Okay, so this is 4 cups. I'm going to add 4 cups of mixed vegetables. So there's peas, corn, beans, and carrot. So it's all mixed together. You can use frozen, you can use fresh if you want. I like to use frozen because it's faster and it's easier to cook. I just like to do that. But sometimes I do use fresh vegetables. but they take a little bit longer to cook. So that's why I like frozen. They're easy, they're fast, makes it simple. So I'm just gonna mix this around. So I'm not gonna add any, I don't think I'm gonna add any other ingredients now. This seems like between the water and the 1 can condensed soup, I think this is good. My first time making it, so I wasn't sure if this was gonna turn out. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it to a boil, so I'm gonna put it on high. Just gonna let it boil a little bit. Take a couple minutes for it to do that. Looks quite colorful, looks nice. Looks like a very easy, nice dinner. So I'm gonna bring it to a boil. I'm gonna put the lid on, and then I'm gonna put a timer for 10 minutes. I used veggie sausages, so if you're using actual like pork or chicken or turkey or anything, cook it a bit longer than 10 minutes. There you go. To add in the last video is I'm going to bring it to a boil, and then after I bring it to a boil with the lid on, I am going to put it to low, and then I put it on for 10 minutes. But if you're using actual meat, then just put it on a bit longer, like 20 minutes.